Okay, this case right here. It's going to split the comment section in half, and not for the reasons you think. On one hand, we've got Jerry LeBlanc, a man with a troubled past who pled guilty to 2 separate felony charges, theft and child endangerment. The court is deciding whether to show him mercy or lock him away. But here, where it gets wild. The child he endangered tragically passed away. And while defense says this loss transformed him into a man who now gives back to his community, the prosecution paints him as a repeat offender who left a child alone to commit a crime. Now we're talking about a man who's been on probation before and failed. So, should he get another chance? Or is this just another smooth-talking defendant trying to dodge accountability? Stick around, because this judge doesn't hold back, and the twist at the end will leave you questioning everything. Was this justice, or just emotion in the courtroom? Let's break it down.
In his teenage years into the very early 20s. I believe the last time he got in any trouble, he was 21. He's in his 30s now. It's been 10 years since his last issue, and that was not a major issue that he had. And like I said, he was very youthful at the time. These situations, it's not a situation where he's going to go to prison forever and not come back. He's going to be back in society at some point. And what we ask is that we give him an opportunity to grow. Growth is important, and growth sometimes comes through very troublesome circumstances. In Mr. LeBlanc's case, the child involved in this particular situation has passed due to an illness, and that passing has given him perspective that most of us want nothing to do with. And it's allowed him to reevaluate his life and to see the mistakes that have been made and to grow from it in a way where he's actively contributing to his community. He's volunteering with kids. He's giving up his time and his finances to coach youth football, taking these kids all over the place, trying to teach them the way to do things to prevent them from following the same path that he's taken. Along with that, he does have a 5-year-old daughter that he's very active with, that he has custody of 50% of the time, and he's a strong financial supporter of her. And what we're asking the court to do is to take all that into consideration, along with the fact that the PSI has him indicated as a low risk for probation, and just allow him to continue that growth.
Thank you, Mr. Jeffries. Mr. Smith?
Did you feel that shift? The defense just dropped a deeply emotional bombshell. The child at the center of this case has passed away. Suddenly, this isn't just about a theft or an endangerment charge. It's about grief, remorse, and redemption. The lawyer paints LeBlanc as a reformed man, a youth coach, an involved father, a man who found purpose through unimaginable loss. But here's the real question for you, the viewer. Does past pain cancel out past crimes? If someone changes after the damage is done, should the court weigh that heavily? Comment below, would you grant him probation based on this plea? Or do the facts still stand too tall to ignore?
I would ask for state jail time in this case.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. So I'm looking back, I'm not sure.
The prosecution just torpedoed the defense's narrative. The child didn't just pass. She was left alone in a hot car while LeBlanc and 2 others allegedly pulled off an organized retail theft. And not just a grab-and-go, we're talking license plates covered, duffel bags filled. This wasn't petty theft. It was a planned operation. Here's where legal nuance matters. Whether or not he took the merchandise, he's still on the hook for child endangerment. And he's been on probation before and blew it. That makes this judge's job a lot more complicated. So we ask, is LeBlanc being judged for who he is now or for who he was then?
In Mr. LeBlanc's position, he understands that he's accountable for this theft. His statements are just an indicator that he did not take any property away from Academy. He knows his cohorts did, and he understands that he's accountable for that.
I guess what I'm looking at is just the length of time. I mean, obviously there's criminal history, and I don't disagree with Mr. Smith. That on paper, this does not look like you should be considered for probation in some ways because of you've been given an opportunity for probation. And just listen. Don't talk yourself out of what I'm about to do. But what I'm trying to say is that those revocations, the one revocation was back in 2014. Obviously, that's a long time ago. You were much younger. You have apparently not been in trouble since the date of these offenses, at least not here that probation discovered. And so you've been out on bond or doing whatever for some amount of time, doing the right thing. I appreciate that you're giving back. I appreciate the things you're doing, and it looks like you've grown up. You've gone through, I understand your child passing away. None of those things, however, makes it okay what you did. All right, so in cause number 21-38605, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of the state jail felony offensive theft. I'm going to sentence you to a term of 2 years in the state jail prison, but I'm going to probate that for 5 years. You will be ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. In cause number 22-40408, I'm also going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of endangering a child, state jail felony. Sentence you to a term of 2 years in the state jail prison, but I'm going to probate that, put you on probation for 5 years. You're also ordered to pay a $500 fine in that case, and you're ordered to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation.
Now this is what we call a judicial tightrope. The judge just sentenced LeBlanc to 2 years in state jail, but suspended it in favor of 5 years probation. That's not a light sentence. It's a high-stakes second chance. One wrong step, even a failed drug test, and he's back behind bars. Let's be clear, probation isn't freedom, it's conditional trust. And the judge made it explicit this trust can be revoked in a heartbeat. What do you think? Did justice strike a fair balance here? Or did emotion play too big a role? Drop your thoughts below. We want to hear from both sides.
So, if you test positive for marijuana, it is a violation of your probation. You will be right back in here facing the 2-year sentence that I gave you today. No negotiation, I just gave you the max, 2 years, okay? If you follow all of the rules and conditions of probation that you're supposed to, then for all practical purposes, your case here in court is over. You'll be able to serve those.
So here's how it all ends. Jerry LeBlanc, found guilty of theft and child endangerment, walks out with probation but not freedom. The court laid down a strict 5-year path with zero room for error. No drugs, no contact with co-defendants, no stepping foot in academy, and absolutely no firearms. He violates anything, he's doing the full 2 years. This case raises deeper questions. Can someone truly change after tragedy? Should a past criminal record erase future hope? And how far should our justice system go in giving people second chances? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns just like this. We've got more drama, more legal twists, and more real justice coming your way.
Good luck to you, sir.
See you
Thanks,
in the
Mr.
next
Smith.
one.
Thank you, sir.